John, I'm sorry.
My name is John Perricone, and I am a veteran of 31 indescribably rewarding years in the classroom. Over the past 12 years, I've had the honor and privilege of having been invited to speak to teachers in all 50 of our states. So I feel like I have my finger on the pulse of America as it relates to Common Core. Let me not mince words here and state unequivocally that of all the educational fads and reforms that I survived and outlasted, Common Core stands alone as the very worst. And a litmus test is a simple one, the fruit that it has borne. Great teachers across the country are feeling beleaguered, downtrodden, and many are throwing in the towel because they feel as though their professionalism is being deprecated and spat upon. Can you imagine a politician going into an operating room and telling the surgeon, you won't be using a scalpel anymore, you're going to be using a hammer and a screwdriver because this will really challenge you to think about this operation in ways that you've never considered. The reasonable response by that surgeon would be, screw this, I'm out of here. And this is the breaking point that so many teachers are at. Kids are hating school more than ever before. Highly educated parents are fighting over their inability to help their kids make sense of this latest trend. And children are being used as pawns to further the careers of politicians who don't have a clue what these dedicated and impassioned teachers accomplish every day. When Common Core was launched, it was done so with a very clever accompanying smokescreen mantra of college and career ready, a great plan by its purveyors. But the smoke, ladies and gentlemen, has settled, and it's being seen for what it always was, a grand scale, colossal waste of time, money, and energy. Common Core was never piloted. There was never a scintilla of evidence that it would help our kids get any smarter because, as our former Assistant Secretary of Education, Diane Ravitch, points out, when Common Core was being drafted, there was not a single educator in the room. Who was there? Politicians and entrepreneurs looking to make a killing on our kids. She documents that they purposely created, by 2 years, age-inappropriate lessons and tests so that when the data was collected up the road, the creators of Common Core could say, you see, the public schools are a failure. So that their master plan to privatize schools and turn them into businesses where huge profits would be reaped could commence. If the average taxpayer knew, they'd be screaming from their rooftops. I'll close by saying that I have had untold numbers of students go on to become brain surgeons, neurospace engineers, astronauts, movie moguls, Broadway performers, and somehow they all achieve that without the benefit of Common Core. And why is that? Because they are receiving a great education. Please give these teachers back their students in their classrooms and stop this undocumented, unresearched charade and debacle that is Common Core. Thank you so much.